This morning it was raining, and I mean really raining. I looked out my window and every single thought in my head said, Cheryl, just stay inside. You can do your workout tomorrow. It's cold, it's wet, what's the point? And here's the thing, those thoughts weren't wrong. It was raining. It was cold. Staying inside was an option. But guess what? I made a decision. I picked up my umbrella, I walked out that door, and I started moving. I told myself, just 20 minutes, Cheryl. That's all you need. 20 minutes turned into 50 minutes. 50 minutes in the rain. And when I came back inside, I felt unstoppable. It felt so good. Not because of the rain, not because of the walk, but because I chose to lead my mind instead of letting my mind lead me. And that right there, that is what we are going to talk about today. Welcome back to Nature's Healing Corner. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to natural healing, holistic wellness, and practical tips for living your best life, especially if you're over 40. I'm Cheryl, and today we're going to talk about something. We're going to go somewhere a little deeper than herbs and teas. Although, don't worry, we're going to include that as well. Today, we are going to talk about the most powerful healing tool that you already own, and it costs absolutely nothing. We're talking about your mind, and more specifically, how to stop letting it defeat you before you even get started. It happens to the best of us. Here's what nobody tells you, though. The biggest battle in your health journey, your wellness journey, your life journey, it does not happen in the gym. It does not happen in the doctor's office. It happens right between your ears. Yes, every single day. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you're going to walk away with real natural tools to start winning that battle starting today. But first, let me ask you something. How many times have you woken up with every intention of doing something good for yourself, eating better, going for a walk, drinking more water, getting to bed earlier, and then talk to yourself right out of it before lunchtime? If you're nodding your head right now, you are not weak. You are not lazy either. You're human. And you're experiencing something that affects every single one of us, including me, regardless of age, regardless of background, or even circumstances. In fact, you know why your mind is usually lying to you? Let me tell you why. Most people believe in saying, listen to your mind or follow your mind. I'm sure you've heard that before, but that is giving your mind too much power, too much control, when the power should be yours because you are the one who will have to take action. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Scientists call it cognitive resistance. I just call it the war in your head. Here's what's actually happening inside your brain. Your mind, specifically a tiny region called the amygdala. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Amygdala. It is wired to protect you from discomfort. Anytime you consider doing something challenging or unfamiliar, your brain fires off warning signals. This is hard. This is uncomfortable. You might fail. Stay safe. Stay still. That's what your brain is trying to tell you. That is your mind doing its job. It's not your enemy, but here is the critical truth that changes everything. Your mind is your advisor, not your commander. You are allowed to hear its recommendations and then make the choice that will benefit you in the end. Let that sink in. Most people, though, they hand over the keys to their mind and let it drive. And then they wonder why they end up in the same place year after year. The secret is learning to say, thank you for the suggestion, but I'm taking the lead today. That is what I mean when I say lead your mind. Don't fight it. Don't hate it. Don't be ashamed of it. Just step up and take control. Now, I want to speak directly to those of us who are 40 and beyond, because this mental battle has some unique challenges as we get older. And I think it's important that we name them, yes, specifically. After 40, many of us start carrying something heavy, and that's accumulated disappointment. Maybe you tried to lose weight in the past and it didn't work. Maybe you started an exercise routine and you gave up. Maybe life got complicated. Kids, work, marriage, health challenges, loss, and somewhere along the way you quietly started believing that change just wasn't in the cards for you anymore. That is the real enemy. Not your body, not your age, not your circumstances. That story that you keep telling yourself. Research from the American Psychological Association found that adults over 40 are significantly more likely to experience what's called learned helplessness, a state where the brain literally stops trying because it has been conditioned to expect failure. But here is the miraculous truth that the same research confirms. The brain is never too old to rewire itself. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new pathways and new patterns at any age. So you're not stuck. Your brain is not broken. You just need the right tools and the right mindset to start clearing a new path for yourself. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about right now. I know. I just told you about my rainy morning walk, but I need you to understand why movement is the single most powerful natural remedy for a defeated mindset. When you move your body, even gently, even for just 10 minutes, your brain releases a cocktail of natural chemicals that literally change how you think and feel. We're talking about endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, and BDNF, which is a short term for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And scientists have called it a miracle-gro for your brain. A landmark study from Harvard Medical School found that just 30 minutes of moderate movement, walking, stretching, like dancing, was as effective as antidepressant medication for mild to moderate depression. Not diet pills, not prescriptions, movement. Movement. I had to say that again. But here's what I really want you to hear. You don't start moving because you feel motivated. You start moving to create the motivation. The feeling comes after the action, not before. That is the lie your mind tells you. Wait until you feel like it. No. You move first, the feeling will follow. Here's my challenge to you. I don't call it exercise. I call it my movement challenge. Because challenge implies something worth showing up for. Start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Walk around your block. Stretch in your living room. Dance in your kitchen. Just move and watch what happens to your mind. But I promise you, you will feel different afterwards. Trust me. Now, let's talk about something that changed my life and the lives of thousands of people that I've spoken with. And that is the practice of mindfulness. Before you roll your eyes, though, and think that this isn't for you, stay with me, because I'm going to show you something. Mindfulness is not about sitting cross-legged on a mountain chanting. It's simply the practice of learning to observe your thoughts without being controlled by them. Remember, we talked about that before, right? That your mind is your advisor. Mindfulness is how you create the space between what your mind says and what you actually do. Is that pause where you get to decide what's next and not leave it up to your mind. I hope you're getting value from this so far. And I hope you're getting the gist of what I'm trying to say. I'm not done yet. Let's wrap it up. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Psychiatry Research found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness actually changed the physical structure of the brain, shrinking the amygdala that we mentioned before, that fear center that we talked about, and strengthening the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. 8 weeks, that's 2 months of consistent practice. and your brain physically changes. Here is a simple practice to start today. I call it the 444 method. When you feel that mental resistance creeping in, when your mind starts telling you, don't bother, you can't, it's too late, stop, stop, stop. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and breathe out for 4 counts, that 444. Do that 3 times. That simple action activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It lowers cholesterol and it gives you back the driver's seat. It's free. It works anywhere. And it takes less than 2 minutes. Practice this every morning before you get out of bed. I do it. Not every morning, but I try. Before the world gets loud, you want to internalize everything. Before your mind starts its negotiations, 5 minutes of stillness in the morning can change the entire trajectory of your day. Don't reach for that phone. Do your 444, okay? And nature has also provided us with some powerful tools for mental wellness. And most of us walk right past them in the grocery store. Let's talk about adaptogens. Let's do that first. These are natural plants and herbs that help your body and your mind adapt to stress. They don't sedate you. They don't hype you up. They help to regulate your body's stress response so that your mind isn't constantly in a fight or flight mode. Ashwagandha. This ancient root has been used for over 3,000 years in Ayurvedic medicine. Modern research confirms that it reduces cortisol levels by up to 30% and significantly improves resistance to stress and anxiety. You can take it as a supplement or you find it in tea bags. Start with low dosage though and give it 4 to 6 weeks to feel the full effect. Holy basil, also called Tulsi, is one of my personal favorite herbs. It's naturally calming too, and it supports the cognitive function of your brain and has been shown in studies to reduce anxiety and mental fog. A warm cup of that tea in the mornings is like a gentle hug for your nervous system. Yeah, try it. Chamomile or chamomile, however you pronounce it. Don't underestimate this simple, accessible herb. It contains an antioxidant called epigenin, which binds to receptors in the brain and promotes relaxation, as well as reducing the kind of racing thoughts that keep us stuck and defeated. A cup of chamomile tea in the evening is one of the most underestimated and underrated mental health practices there is. And from my experience, it lets you sleep better at nights too. Lemon balm is for those of us who struggle with anxiety-driven mental resistance. The what ifs and the I can'ts. Lemon balm is a gentle but powerful herb that calms the nervous system without making you feel drowsy. It is perfect for daytime use as well. Lion's mane mushroom. Now, this one is extraordinary. Lion's mane is a medicinal mushroom that has been shown to stimulate the growth of new neurons and supportive cognitive clarity. If brain fog and mental fatigue are making you feel defeated, lion's mane is worth researching seriously. Here's a simple morning ritual. Drink warm water with lemon when you wake up, followed by a cup of Tulsi or chamomile tea while you do your 5 minutes of mindfulness. Before you leave your kitchen, you have already done something powerful for your mental health. If everything that I'm sharing today is resonating with you, and if you're thinking, yes, Cheryl, this is what I need, then I want to make sure that you have a resource that goes even deeper than any single video can. I wrote an ebook specifically for people over the age of 40 who are ready to take their health seriously using natural remedies. It's called Healing Over 40 Using Natural Remedies. And it covers exactly what we're talking about today and so much more. Inside, you'll find natural remedies for energy, sleep, joint health, circulation, digestion, hormonal balance, and yes, mental wellness. It's written in plain, practical language, no medical jargon, no overwhelming information, just real, holistic guidance that you can start using today. The link is going to be right below this video in the description. Go grab your copy and let it be the companion to your healing journey. You will thank me later. Trust me. And while you're down there in the description, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more, tips and all of that. And so also that you don't miss another video like this one. Drop a comment and let me know, what does your mental battlefield look like? What thought tries to stop you the most? I read every single comment, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear so that they can do better. I want to leave you with something concrete, because information without action is just entertainment. And you didn't come here to be entertained, right? You came here to heal. Here is your natural mind healing morning practice. This takes less than 20 minutes, and it will change your life if you do it consistently. Step 1, before you check your phone, before you speak a word to anyone in the mornings, take 5 minutes to breathe. Use the 4-4-4 method that I shared. Let your mind settle before the world rushes in. Step 2, drink 16 ounces of warm water with lemon if you can. Hydrate your brain before you caffeinate it. Step 3, brew your herbal tea of choice, Tulsi, Chamomile, lemon balm, whatever you prefer. Sit with it quietly for a few minutes while you sip. Step 4, set one intention for the day. Just one. Not a to-do list. One thing that you will do for your well-being today. Write it down if you can. Step 5, move your body for at least 10 minutes. Rain or shine. Indoors or outdoors. Tired or energized. Move anyway. Lead your mind instead of always following it, so that you can stay in control. That's it. 5 steps, 20 minutes every single day. And on the days when your mind pushes back the hardest, and it will, trust me, I want you to remember this. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who chooses what to do with your thoughts. I want to say something else to you before I go, and I want you to really hear it. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. You have not missed your window or your chance. I don't care whether you are 40, 55, 65, or 75. Your body is still listening as long as you're breathing. Your brain is still capable of change. Nature has already provided everything you need to heal. The herbs, the movement, the breath, and of course, the stillness. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the story your mind keeps telling you. And today, starting right now, you have the tools to write a new story if you don't like the one that your mind is giving you. I'm so proud of you for showing up today, for watching this video until the end, for choosing to invest in yourself. That is not a small thing. That is an act of courage. Now go move. Go brew that tea. Go breathe. And go lead your mind, because your best years are not behind you. They're waiting for you to claim them. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. The natural way. Thanks for